Hey, it's Malachi Church versus State. I want to talk to you about a spirit, a certain aspect of personalities that have come through this world since the beginning of time. And there are a few of you that actually have this gift, this spirit within you. And it's a struggle, and you know it, but you don't know why. Well, you'll never know why, but there's a reason you have it, and that's to be a witness. And what's the spirit? Sometimes I call it the spirit of Joseph, but it goes back to the beginning. It goes back to Abel. It goes back to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, obviously the father of Joseph, whom I'm referring to Moses, and even to Christ. It's the same kindred spirit. It's the same aspect of personality that, for those of you who have this, it drives you crazy. And it's a struggle, but you keep going because that's what we do. So I asked you this question. What did Abel do? What did Abel do that deserved death by his brother? Nothing. He didn't do anything, because the issue that Cain had was not with Abel. It was with God. But Cain was jealous because Abel obviously held a certain aspect and ability to do things. Maybe things came easy to him. Who knows? Maybe he was just kind of a likable guy to his parents. Who knows? We don't really know much about Abel in that sense. But we do know about a man named Joseph. And here, what did he do? His father loved him, right? Same. See how things are very similar. So, Joseph. What did Joseph do to his brothers? He had 10 brothers that wanted to kill him. If it wasn't for the older brother that said, hey, no, let's just throw him in a well. Because he thought he was going to go back and get him, But here's the issue. What did Joseph do? Nothing. Nothing. Now, we know Joseph was a smart guy. We know he had abilities. Maybe he had abilities and people just saw and they were jealous. They didn't like the fact that things came easy to him. He's a smart man. He was a businessman. And he's the one that helped decipher the dream of Pharaoh. 7 years of plenty, 7 years of lean. Well, of course, he did have that dream where he said that his older would bow to him. They didn't like that. They also didn't like the fact that in reality, he was the firstborn, because he was the firstborn of Jacob's true love, Jacob, who became Israel. So there's a lot of issues of jealousy that underline all of this aspect. And the people who have the spirit of Joseph, let me tell you something. There's nothing you can do about it, because that spirit of jealousy, that spirit of who knows what it is. You could be walking down the street, minding your own business, and people are somehow going to have some reason to say either you're arrogant, or you know too much, or they'll figure out something to say to bring you down. Matter of fact, what they like to do is they like to twist it. They like to throw a stone at you, 2 or 3 or 4, and then when you throw one back, they point their finger at you. Well, look, he threw the stone at me. See, they do that. And that's kind of one of the reasons why Christ said, hey, turn the other cheek. Basically, he was saying to all you kindred spirits of Joseph, all the kindred spirits all the way back to Abel, probably Adam, and in my opinion, God, that no matter what you do, they're going to throw stones at you. No matter what you do, they're going to hit you, man, because they want to bring you to their level. See, they haven't found that peace within. They haven't found that security within that helps them become a better person unto themselves instead of always having to look at everybody else around them and please them all the time. So they see you just doing what you do. Maybe things come easy. Maybe you've got certain gifts, God-given gifts. That's the real big issue too. See, they don't like God-given gifts because sometimes God doesn't give as much to them as he does to you. But here's the thing though, my brethren, of the spirit of Joseph, the spirit of Christ, don't worry about it. That's our burden. You know, when we are given gifts like that, in reality, it's because we can hack it. But for two, it's kind of a price we pay. Sorry. It's good on one side, it's a pain in the butt on the other, because you're constantly having people stab you in the back. Not much I can say other than the fact that they did the same thing to Christ. So in the end, to have a spirit of Joseph is to have the spirit of Christ. So wear your colors proudly, your coat of many colors. That means a coat of many gifts, a coat of many abilities, a coat of so much that everyone else will do everything they can to try to take that from you. Don't allow it to happen. Anyways, Malachi signing out. Hug your kids, call your parents, go see a neighbor, repent, and be baptized. See Washington. Beautiful state. Expensive to live here though. Maybe that should be my next video. I need a job. Talk at you later. Bye.
This is so hard for me to do. I just pray that I can see it through.